I'm going on a date. Just kidding. But this is the makeup I would do if I was going on one, okay? I can't even tell you how many DMs and comments I get with people begging on their knees for a makeup routine, makeup tutorial from me. So I thought I would do a full, in-depth one for you because I'm going to show you how I turn myself from this into a diva baddie, absolute gorgeous person. I am having a tad bit of a breakout right now. Ow! Which is really great, you know, because I really went on Accutane and had dry lips and dry skin and like, you know, got drunk really fast and like could have damaged my liver for pretty much nothing. So that's fun. And I'm pretty sure it's also because I've done my makeup so much recently because I'm obsessed with my routine. If you're an acne girl, I wouldn't use every product I use without doing some research because I need to do some research and work out what the fuck is breaking me out. I'm going to start with moisturizer. This one is the QV Ceramides Moisturizing Cream for face and body. Oh, I shouldn't have squeezed it. This hurts. She's huge. She's a mammoth.
Huge, but she's so beautiful. She's a mammoth, of course.
I hear people talking about skin prep all the time, which I think is important, but I don't like to do too much. I get overstimulated really quickly, especially from makeup. So if I can feel it on my face, we have a problem. It's not gonna go well for me. I usually reach for my MK Beauty Grip Primer, which you can tell is quite, she's quite used. I don't even know if there's anything left in here. I could use this one from MK Beauty as well, which is their Grip Primer, but like the glowy version, but I don't really like this because I find that sometimes it makes my makeup separate funny on my face. You're meant to match the ingredients in your primer to the ingredients in your foundation or skin tint or BB cream that you're using. But let's use this one. This is a silicone free primer. It's from Huda Beauty and it's their Easy Blur primer. I think I want to get like the milk. Ooh, okay. If I was to use primer though, I would use a grippy one, so I need to go and buy a new one of those. We'll do a quick little grip test. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all! Next step, we use some kind of tint. To preface, this is not my everyday makeup. This is my makeup for you're going out, you want to look like the baddest bitch possible, okay? If you want an everyday makeup routine, give me a buzz and I'll make one, I guess. So this is MK Beauty Flawless Glow. I'm pretty sure this breaks me out, but I love the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. Pretty sure these are expired. Literally just the same thing, basically, for a cheaper price. But I'm pretty sure it breaks me out, so I would take this recommendation with a grain of salt. I'm yet to find a better tint than this though. I want to try a new one though, so let me know your recommendations in the comments. I might actually quickly color correct with this Huda Beauty color corrector on my pimples. We have a couple going on. Is that how you use it? I don't really know. There's a billion lights on me and it's really just showing how I actually look. This is the Polite Society More Than a Pretty Face Skin Caring Foundation. I'm pretty sure this is non-comedogenic, so we're gonna use her. Love this stuff, by the way, and I love everything from Polite Society. I think they're such an innovative brand. Oh, my robe, you're taking the piss! I need to wash this. I said I was going to wash it a month ago because I spilled coffee on the sleeve. Haven't. You have a look at the color difference between that MK Beauty and that. It's a lot more olive, which is actually my skin tone. I do have a bit of fake tan on right now, so just gonna mix it around with this brush. It's the Mecca Max. Oh my gosh, I'm getting makeup all over it. It's a Mecca Max complexion buffing brush, just to make it not so heavy on my face. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? I just pulled half of it out. Oh no. Gonna use some rice lipids and Ectoin Micro Emotion moisturizer from The Ordinary. That is now half all over my vanity. This works perfectly because I love myself a glowy base. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to avoid putting any product in my under eye area because that's where the concealer goes. Apply that all over my face, under your chin, down your neck. Yeah, just put this everywhere except under your eyes. I also just put some over my eyelids, kind of as like the prep for that. And I'm going to take this about 20-year-old beauty blender and just kind of pat over everything and make sure that it's all really blended, especially like around my nose and my mouth area because I find that's where my products kind of cake up the most. That looks good. Okay, shade match. Okay. And when I go out, I always opt for a Stick Cream Bronzer. I have two that I love. Are they the only two that I have? Yes. These two are really good. Oh, my hands are so foundation-y. That's like getting all over my products, but that's just me, so we're just gonna ignore, okay? More affordable, we have the LYS Bronzer Stick. Mine is in shade Harmony. She's perfect. On the high-end side, we have the Westman Atelier Contour Stick in shade Truffle. Love her. The shades are pretty similar. I would say this one's a little more cool tone than this one, but I love them both. They're both super blendable. I also love the Makeup by Mario contour stick, but that one loses some points for me because the packaging kept breaking on me and it really pissed me off. I might use the LYS one today just because it's a little more affordable. I know that some of you guys don't want to pay like $80 for one contour stick, so I'll show you this one. There's many ways that I like to apply my contour and I always change my mind. Sometimes I'll go straight in with the brush over the top, sometimes I'll drag it. I think the best way is to blend it first with the brush and then apply. I think it lets you control it a little more. So this is the Mecca Max Angled Complexion brush. I just tap over the top like this. You kind of don't want it to look dry. Like you want it to look wet. That's gonna make it easier to blend. Biggest tip, do your contour base on your face shape. So I like to do mine on my cheekbone. I have more of a rounder head. I like to call myself basketball face, soccer ball face, moon face sometimes, but we embrace the round head, okay? I'm just gonna go on top of my cheekbone, do a couple dabs, and I take it onto the next side because we want to make it even. Go on the forehead, go under the chin, go on the jawline here. I also put it on the neck because we want to blend everything in. I'm taking this Makeup Max flat concealer brush and I'm just removing some of the product from this brush because I probably put a bit too much on. And then I'll use this to kind of contour my nose. I like to draw a little line on top of like this ball part of my nose. And then I like to connect that to a line on the bridge of my nose. I never try to change the shape. I just go off my bone structure. So there, and then draw it into like that brow bone that you can feel right there on your eye. Draw it in there, and then I drag it out. This kind of makes like a winged angle in your eye. Do I sound legit? I hope so. So we're gonna go here, grab a little more and go underneath my lower lash line and kind of connect that all up. And then I'm also gonna do a little bit on top of my lips. I think it's also because I have like a double lip line. Like I have like a line on top of my lip line that you can't see lips on. So I kind of put the contour on that. And so when I'm like not doing anything, when I'm just like sitting normal, it kind of looks like my lip line. I kind of like pat and swipe, no like because that makes it patchy. What I like to do is blend it all together so that it melts kind of in like a 3. So it goes from my forehead to my eye down. I want to blend up into that hairline. I never do my eyebrow gel first because I kind of go like over my eyebrows because otherwise I feel like everyone forgets about them and you have like a white line here. Wow, this is looking really good. You're getting like on a good makeup day. I want to look a little more tan. I like to go here because I feel like if you're looking blush, you look burnt, but it's like the afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Blush, I will never not use this cream stick in my blush. It's the Earthy Pink from Makeup by Mario. This packaging is the exact same as the contour stick. There was hair on it, of course. It's my blush. Of course, it's gonna be hair on it. The blushes haven't failed me. Warm it up on the back of my hand because, like I said, you want it to look like kind of glassy and wet. So I do that on the back of my hand just so that it's warm. And I like to mix my shades. The product that I've been loving the most at the moment is from Huda Beauty and it's their blushes. They all smell incredible, like a lip smacker. These are my favorite 3. One thing you'll find from me is I love like more the muted tones. I don't really like a pink blush. So this one I just got sent from Huda Beauty and it's Strawberry Latte. It's their blush filter. And I knew as soon as I opened this, I would love this because it's basically the same color as Earthy Pink, just a little bit deeper, which I love. And this one I've been using religiously for a while now and it says Strawberry Cream shade. So we'll add a little bit of that. Pretty of those 3 colors together. This one is Berry Fever. Love a berry blush, especially for winter because she's very rich. Beautiful. I take any kind of liquid highlight and I'm just gonna add it in because I love a glowy base. I've decided a bit of highlight. This one is from Rimmel and it's their Multitasker Turbocharged Glow and I think it is shade 003, but I'm not quite sure. Take this face diffusing cheek brush from Huda Beauty. blend everything together on the back of my hand. Similar to the contour, bronzer, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be even with how I apply it. I honestly apply it pretty much in the same spot that I did my bronzer. I want to go with the diagonal of this inner corner of my eye and not drag anywhere past that. I always drag it into my temples and up onto my forehead, literally in the exact same spots that I do my bronzer. A little bit on the eyes as well. Just because I feel like when you add everything in the same spots, it kind of makes everything look a little more cohesive. I do like to say that I have a little bit of blush blindness, but just do how much you like. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag a little bit under my eye. I haven't done my concealer yet, so I like to drag a little bit up and under my eye. And then I just also drag a little bit on my nose. I don't want to look like Rudolph, but I just want to look blushed and gorgeous. Perfection, perfection. Now we conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Bang. I have a couple concealers that I love. If you have dry skin, Tower 28, she's gorgeous. She's good. I also like the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, but I don't have any of this left. The one I've been loving at the moment is also from Huda Beauty. Luminous Matte Liquid Concealer. This is in the shade Coconut Flake. Ah! It says hashtag faux filter on it, and it's true. It looks like you're wearing a filter when you wear this. It's thicker than the other ones, I would say. I do like a little bit right here on my under eyes, and then I do a little bit here to kind of drag and lift my face. We also go between my eyebrows in like a little circle, my chin, around my nose. I just do a couple swipes here. I think this really helps to carve and snatch out my face. When I'm feeling a little fancy, I take the Tower 28 and just do it a little bit as well, because sometimes I feel like my under eyes can get a little too bright. This one is really good. I'm gonna take the detailed buffing brush from Mecca Max, drag my concealer onto my nose, like the flat part of my nose on the side here, to help carve everything out. And then I drag everything up and like feather it upwards, kind of drag it a little bit under my lower lash line. This part I drag it down between my eyebrows and then drag her up. Now this is when I look probably a little bit crazy. You're like, I thought you wanted everything to look blended in. Don't stress. I know you're freaking out. Don't be freaking out. I grab another 20-year-old beauty blender and I just blend everything together. Blend her all. I go over the blush and contour. So I always just grab my contour brush and just quickly go back over those spots, just to add a little bit more color back through. And then same with the blush. Go over everything again. I might just add a little bit more blush. Sorry. If you have this blush, leave it out because we will be using it again later. I have an obsession with her and I think it makes the whole difference, okay? If I could leave my makeup like this and it would last all night, that's what I'd be doing. I wouldn't add any powder. But we know that this would not last all night. I also feel like when I just leave my makeup with cream and liquid products, it's more overstimulating. I'm taking my MCO Beauty pressed powder in One Light with this Mecca Max tapered powder brush. I'm gonna go over everything. I have a couple setting powders that I love. Polite Society, More Than a Pretty Powder, Easy Bake Pound Cake from Huda Beauty. I also love Cherry Blossom Cake from them. Also, I love the Translucent from Laura Mercier. Let's use Huda Beauty because that's the one I've been using recently. Puff her up, dab on the back of the hand. Then I just apply this pretty much everywhere where I put my concealer and I press it all in. I used to bake, but I found that would make me really dry. So I just like to press it in as I go. Because I've used that pressed powder and the loose powder, it kind of gives the rest of the powders a base to lie on. A couple favorites, we have the Hourglass palette, holiday palette. I honestly only use this for special occasions because she's my child. My favorite ever bronzer is the Luminous Bronze Light from Hourglass. It's so freaking good. We just go over the exact same spots that we put the contour on. So do that 3 again over my eyelid. And I kind of do it in like little circles. I don't have a technique to it, to be honest. Now I'm taking this little brush and I'm gonna just go over my nose in that same spot, changing nothing. And also go back underneath that eye, going over the wing as well. I'm using this soft shadower brush from Mecca. This is the only eyeshadow that I use, which is bronzer. Use it to add a little bit across my nose bridge as well, to to 10. Now for blush. I think this is always up to your own personal preference. This one is Huda Beauty Strawberry Latte Blush Filter Palette. I actually just smashed my favorite one from them, which is the Roseberry. I'm so sad. Otherwise, I also love the Hourglass one. This one is At Night. Love Ethereal Glow. If you love a pinky blush, this one is the perfect, there's actually none left of this, but this is like the perfect starting blush shade. I'm gonna use a Strawberry Latte as the base, and then just in little circles, go where I put that blush. I think the reason why I love shades like this is it blends so well with the bronzer that I use, because it does have like more of the neutral shades in it. I love to just do a little bit on top of my nose, a little on my forehead, just to blend everything together. Like the tiniest bit of this She's Wanted blush, just to add a little more like berry colour through. Hey! Now I told you this blush comes back. Bit of earthy pink. I learned this method from Patrick Tar himself. Makes the whole difference. You don't want to do too much. You're baking the cake and you put powder and liquid products together in the wrong way, it turns bad very quickly. So we just do a little bit of this, and it makes it just look, in my opinion, more skin-like. Take the cookie highlighter from Benefit. My finger, middle finger to the haters. Oh, you bitches jealous, fuck y'all. A little bit on the tip. Oh, probably a little too much. On the nose bridge as well, blend her out. I used to be the biggest highlighter addict. I would put it all up my cheek, all under my brow bone, all in the corner of my eyes, but I don't do that anymore. I only do it on my nose. I'm actually gonna go back in with some powder, clean everything up, but I like to just reverse contour everything. I used to put powder on top of like my blush and stuff to really lock it in, but I don't do that anymore because I find that it's just a bit too heavy for me. Taking this big brush again and just kind of wiping over everything a bit. I'm going to take this brown eyeliner. It's the Mecca Max one. IMAX eyeliner, and I think the shade is Brown Eyed Girl. Not that I can see a shade on this. My biggest tip for you is to grab a powder puff with your hands, press it onto your under eye area, and then that way you don't get any streaks when you're applying this to your waterline. I feel like black eyeliner just looked too heavy on me, and then pull it up on my eyelid and just do a little bit on the top lash line. Now I feel like I've gotten a lot better at this, but it's not the easiest. I just go from that outer corner of my eye, drag upwards, and then I go from like a little bit on top of my lash line and just connect it. It's always gonna look like sisters in my opinion, and never twins. Sometimes my eyeliner even looks like long lost cousins, or sometimes mine just looks like acquaintances or complete strangers. It never really looks the same. But today I've done a pretty good job. Lips. Brown eyeliner again. Can be used in multi ways. I go on top of my natural lip and on top of the other side of my natural lip like this, and then I connect them together. I feel like when you don't have a cupid's bow, it makes them look a little fuller. Then I use my finger to kind of drag it down onto the rest of my lip. Bottom lip is the same. You just go down. I don't really overline. It's not really my vibe. But I think because I do use a brown liner and I use my finger to kind of like buff, I create a shadow underneath here and on the top here, which makes my lip appear fuller instead of like actually overlining it. It's like contouring them. I'm gonna take some Aquaphor because my lips are horrendously dry. Crusty dusty lips. Feels like I'm back on Accutane again with these. Let's take a bit of this lip contour stain from Huda Beauty, and I always put it on once my lips are already moisturized, otherwise it's too hard to blend and then you're left with like those harsh lines. Ah! This one is the shade Rich Brown, but there's like a lighter brown shade I think I like a little better. I'm gonna use this Huda Beauty lip gloss in shade what am I saying? In shade Rich Sealer. Manifest myself some money, rich. Yeah, gorgy. And we're gonna do some mascara. Oh! Why am I dropping everything? For fuck's sake. Let's finish with some mascara. I think this one's my favorite. It's Extend Lash. We're gonna use black. Just found the lip shade that I like better. It's warm brown. I kindly just lash lifted my own lashes, which I've been loving. Been great not curling them, but if you need a good eyelash color, I love the Shiseido one. On the tips, I've learned to go a little bit more light with my mascara because we never want a clumpy look, okay? Before I set everything in, just gonna go in with my blush brush and just blend everything in as much as possible. So once we set, there's no going back. I didn't do my brows! Use this Sephora eyebrow gel. I don't do much to my brows. Just brush them up. I'm lucky that I don't have to fill in my eyebrows because they are already quite dark. Let's set everything. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist, and it literally feels like you just hairsprayed your face. Nothing moves. Nothing moves. I would go a little more high than that, but obviously we're not actually going on a date. So, but this stuff will lock your makeup in. I get home from a night out, my makeup is still on my face. Let's take the clips out. And this is my makeup. This is what I would do usually for a night out. Obviously it differs a little bit depending on what blush I use, how much I use of things. But this is usually what I would do when I want to feel and look my best self. Hello? Yay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you try it. You better try it because I just put a lot of effort into this. Oh, I'm just so funny and different, aren't I? Love you guys. Mwah.